Hey everyone, we are on chapter 4 and the theme is connecting the storyline. Now, as I mentioned to you earlier, how do you write a story? How do you break up? How do you come back after a writer's block? And how do you create a character? Now, how do you connect your story? So, there are many stories which starts right at the end, and there are some stories that goes in the flashback and some stories that start in the midway, or some stories start as once upon a time. Well, there's nothing once upon a time though. All right, so how do you build up your storyline? So I would rather prefer reading a book that just starts. So Bernard just walks in this room filled with darkness, searching for light. The room looked just like his life, complete darkness in search for a light. In a poetic form, something that could make me, oh wow. Rather than you writing, once upon a time there was a guy called Bernard. He walked into a room and his room was completely dark and he was searching for a light. No, my dear, I'm done with these stories. I used to read these stories when I was a kid, not today. Today, I want to read a gripping story. And this is what you're going to present to me, and I'm happy with it. So you got one point, how your story has to speak. You know, how it has to be, how it has to go around. Now, the second and the most important point over here is, let's say you say this Bernard comes in and, he sees the darkness. And basically you understand that Bernard is your main character. Now you make Bernard the hero. Immediately your next thing would be that Bernard is a good and built, a smart looking guy, right? He has a nice silky hair. Why am I describing myself? Okay, he wears glasses and he likes to talk. He holds his phone, he removes his glasses, he wears shoes, he wears ties, he acts like Mr. Grey. What I mean to say that he acts like he's rich, yeah. So he thinks he's the best guy out there. He's very confident. You build up the character, you build up the storyline. You're moving ahead. Now comes the point where you have to continue your story to the next chapter. So your next chapter could always be your next day, or it could be the next incident. Let's say Bernard met someone, he got into a fight, and they said, we will not talk to you. We will not talk to each other. We will not talk. We will not even text. We will block each other. And after 6 months, Bernard meets the same person. Could be your next chapter. Creating a story line. So this is, now you come to chapter 1. You come way before. So while writing, you need to first, as I said, jot down the points. Moment you realize, okay, this point could go on chapter 2, jot it down. When you write, you will realize, oh no, this point should have come in chapter 1. Bring the point to chapter 1. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. No one's judging you. You are the writer. You are creating this world. Nobody out there knows who is Bernard. Nobody out there sitting there doesn't know your story. You are creating it. All they get to read is a finished copy. And they would love it because they don't know the struggles that you have gone through. 6 months of writer's block and 6 months time to going out and meeting all random people to make them your character. They have no idea about it. So you have to build up that. Right? Now, when you come down to second chapter, you have a new start. Don't have to again explain to what Bernard is. Everyone knows who Bernard is right now. Chapter 1, everyone's familiar with it. Now, when you come to chapter 2, you start that he meets this person again. They are talking, they're having a conversation. He feels sorry for what's happening, what was happening, and the new story starts and everything goes on and on and on. Now, there's a twist in your story. Your twist could be at the end, like you see those serials in Indian films, soaps, or Indian daily soaps, you have those serials, and then you have like, or any of your Netflix, one episode is over, they bring a small twist so that you want to watch the next episode, and that's how you end up sitting whole night and watching Netflix. There's nothing wrong about it, but it's all right. You could do that. So that's how you're gonna write your story. Bring a small twist in your story and connect your story. Don't bring a twist just because you have to bring a twist, like the Bollywood movies. You bring a twist, again you bring a twist, you bring a twist, another twist, just because you have to bring a twist. No, bring a twist so that you can take the story further, right? Well, that's how you continue your story writing and keep on writing. I hope you have liked this segment. If you have any queries, you can tweet or you can drop me a text. Thank you.